Good evening from London. The Bank of England has raised UK interest rates from 3% to 3.5%, the highest level for 14 years. It's the 9th rate rise in a row as the Bank of England tries to speed inflation's return to target after price growth hit a 41-year high in October. The BOE's Monetary Policy Committee voted 6-3 in favour of the move and said further increases may be needed. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank has slowed the pace of its interest rate increases, raising borrowing costs by ½ percentage point and warning of further rate rises to come. The ECB met the expectations of most economists by raising its deposit rate from 1.5% to 2%, its highest level since the global financial crisis in 2008. In its previous two rate-setting meetings, the central bank raised borrowing costs by 0.75 percentage points each time.
We decided to raise interest rates today and expect to raise them significantly further because inflation remains far too high and is projected to stay above our target for too long. According to Eurostat's flash estimate, inflation was 10% in November, slightly lower than the 10.6% recorded in October. The decline resulted mainly from lower energy price inflation. Food price inflation and underlying price pressures across the economy have strengthened and will persist for some time.
And National Health Service nurses in Britain have embarked on an industrial action, their first ever national walkout, as a dispute with the government over pay escalates. An estimated 100,000 nurses are striking at 76 hospitals and health centres, cancelling an estimated 70,000 appointments, procedures and surgeries.
I would love to say I was in negotiations with the government. They're refusing to negotiate with me. They bring me into a room, they tell me I can talk about anything but pay, they close their books, don't put an extra brown penny on the table, and they walk away and they turn their back on the profession.
Britain is facing a wave of industrial action this winter, with strikes crippling the rail network and postal service, and airports bracing for disruption over Christmas. And those are your main stories from London at close of business.